What's up, guys? So today I wanted to make a video for you today. I wanted to make a video about the story time that I had mentioned in my doll video about when I got my dog stolen. If you don't know who my doggy is, it's my fur baby, Jack. Jack the heart attack. Jackie, boys, it's my baby. He's my baby. And it's a miracle that we got him back, and I'm just so grateful. So if you want to know how my dog got stolen and how I got him back, keep watching. Okay, so it all started when Sean and I, we were living with some roommates, and it was in this area in Mississippi, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, that was a little ghetto. And I was very naive, and I didn't want to judge the way the neighborhood looked. It looked pretty ghetto, but I was like, you know, it's probably not. Then we started getting people knocking on our door at like 3 o'clock in the morning asking us if we had any weed, if we had any alcohol, all these kinds of things. And it was just like, what the hell? You had people literally trying to ask you for rides that looked like crackheads while we were in the our driveway. It was a mess. One day our PlayStation had got stolen, and because of this we were all very upset about it. Everyone in the house that we were staying with was upset about it because, I mean, someone broke into our house and we had no idea who it was, and it sucked. And so then a month later, then while we were really grieving this, okay, having our PlayStation 4 stolen from us was, oh my gosh, I can't even think about it now. Honestly, it makes me so upset, the fact that we still don't know who did it and they just fucking have our PlayStation. Oh, I tell you this to say the reason why we got Jack is because it was to mend our broken hearts from the fact that we got our PlayStation stolen. So we got Jack and we got a pit bull, and because we're thinking, okay, cool, you know, no one is going to fuck with us now that we got a damn pit bull in the picture. We were wrong. What we would do is, since we didn't have a yard that was like fenced in or anything like that, so what we would do is we usually would go outside with Jack while he had to use the bathroom and stuff and take him on walks and everything. But eventually we started, because we had a fire pit just in our front yard, those like metal, big thick metal fire pits that you can get from like Walmart or something like that. So we had that, and we would just like chain him up to that so he could still, you know, do his business and everything, and then we didn't have to stay outside with him so he wouldn't get taken away. Obviously, we didn't think nobody would take him or anything like that. Probably about a couple months after we started doing that, then the bad shit happened. One day, Sean was at work. I was home. Jack really had to go do some business, or he just wanted to be outside, whatever. So who am I to keep a pooch from doing his business or whatever, or just wanting to go outside? But also, I wanted to take a nap. I was fucking tired. I let him out. I, you know, tied him up to the little thing, and then I, you know, went and I took a nap. An hour later, I come back outside and he's gone. Jack is gone. All I see is like the chain and then like his collar attached to it. I didn't know if he ran away. I didn't know if he got stolen. I was starting to think he ran away because, I mean, who would steal Jack, and how would, it just didn't make sense to me. Like, Jack usually barks whenever someone's by the house or anything like that, and there was no sign of that. I had no idea anything was happening. In my bed, which my window was facing, like, all I had to do was look out the window from my bed, because my bed was, whoa, right next to the window, so I would be able to see him. So it was just like, how could that happen? So anyway, so I'm freaking out. I'm like, Jack, where are you, Jack? Oh my god, my camera's dying. I'm freaking out, like, Jack, like calling his name frantically. Next thing you know, the neighbor from across the street goes, didn't you sell him or something? Like, didn't you give him away? And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? And she's like, there was a guy here that came in a white truck. He pulled up in your parking lot, like he pulled up in your driveway, and then he went and he like knocked on your door and you guys didn't answer. And I'm like, he didn't knock on our door, we didn't hear nothing. So he must have fake knocked, like, you know, because people are looking. And she said he even like looked through your window, which means he saw me sleeping. That's so creepy, man. He just unhooked Jack from his chain and he just picked him up and put him in his truck with him and just drove off. And oh my gosh, and she said that happened about like 20 minutes ago or something like that. So luckily around this time when I'm finding this out, I'm freaking out, and there's like another person that says, hey, I think I might know who that person is. I'm not positive, but they live a few blocks down, and you know, you better watch out though, because this guy is fucking crazy. Like, he just had the cops called on him because like him and his dad were like going at it like some guns type shit. I don't know. Like, all I know is this guy's fucking crazy. Clearly, because he stole my dog at 3 fucking p.m. when I'm still home. He stole a fucking pit bull. And let's not even get into the fact that Jack just let it happen. Jack was like 2 by this age, by the way. But still, damn it, Jack. It's not his fault, whatever. I don't want to blame the victim. My camera is slowly dying and I just want to get through this fucking story. I'm all fucking freaking the fuck out and stuff because I know that Sean doesn't even know yet, and I know obviously this is gonna fall on me because I'm the one that let him outside like unsupervised alone. I'm such a fucking bad dog mom, so I'm freaking the fuck out going, fuck, we have got to find Jack. Like, how am I going to let this get off of my conscience? I'm never gonna be able to live this down, because they started telling me about how in this area they also have a lot of dog fights and stuff, and I was like, Jack does not, he's not aggressive at all, like he's just gonna get fucked up. And they're like, well yeah, they usually use non-aggressive dogs as the bait dogs, and I'm like, oh my god, what's a bait dog? And bait dog, you know, is where they use that dog to just like rile up the other ones to get them started being aggressive, and that dog gets fucked up. That dog does not last. And me and like one of the neighbors, since he said he saw the truck, we started driving around. Okay, and okay, there was a cop that did get involved too. Sorry, I'm getting a little ahead of myself because my phone's dying and I'm on my knees and it hurts. Okay, so anyways, as I'm freaking out talking to the neighbors and stuff, then luckily a cop drives by our neighborhood, and so we stop him and we ask him, you know, like we let him know what happened and everything like that, and he gave me his number, and so he started like, you know, letting everybody on the radio know that there was like a white truck and to pull over any like white trucks that, you know, fit this certain description, and, you know, to check for a dog. And I described what he looked like and everything, and they basically just were like, okay, we're gonna go and figure this out. So he gave me his actual cell phone number so that if anything did happen, if I did end up seeing the truck or whatever, I can call him directly and then he'd be right on his way. So as he's out looking about, I could not just stay there and just like hope for the best. I had to do something. So I went with one of the neighbors because he said I could. I asked him, I said, hey, can we please like ride around and I try to find this guy, please, please, please. So we're driving around, no luck. I finally come back to the house after about 20 minutes of looking around, and there's just like nothing. And as I come back, I see a white truck in my driveway, and then the guy that's riding with me, he goes, I think that's him. And I'm like, that's him? That's him? I see him outside talking to my neighbor, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I step out, and it's this big black guy, like he's like 6'2", like probably weighs like 300 pounds, just like big black dude, right? And he's like with this like pregnant black chick. And so I go up to him like any crazy dog mother would do. What the fuck did you do to steal my dog? I just start freaking out on this guy, and he's like, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I didn't steal your damn dog. And I'm thinking to myself, what? How is he even turning this around on me? But he said, I didn't steal your damn dog. Someone's trying to steal your dog. I got your dog back for you. You should be thanking me. And mind you, I have no idea what this guy looks like. I'm just basically going off of the description that my neighbors said. So I'm not positive this is him. So then I get out of the truck, because that guy who had he already dropped me off and he had left when I stepped out the car. Because he's probably like, this girl's fucking crazy. Like, she's gonna come at this guy like that. And so then I go across the street to the neighbors and I like knock on her door, because she's the one who saw it like happen. And I say, hey, like, is that the guy? Because that guy's trying to say that he's not the guy and I don't know. And she's like, no, that's the guy. But she's literally hiding behind her door because she doesn't want to be seen that she's like snitching, you know. So she's like, no, that's the guy, that's him, he's lying. So as I figured that out, and this guy's still like freaking out about the fact that I went off on him like over in my yard talking to my roommate. So then I end up calling the cop like over and over again on his cell phone. He's not fucking answering, and I'm like, fuck, hurry up. And I'm texting him saying, the guy's at my house, the guy's at my house, the guy's at my house. And then finally the guy just ends up like leaving. So then the cop just missed it. So no, I guess this is what the guy did. While I was gone, He went up to my house, knocked on the door, and basically said, hey, so I know that you guys had this pit bull, and I ended up seeing this pit bull walked around some other neighborhoods, and I knew it was yours, so I got it back for you, but it was $75. Trying to fucking hustle my ass. If that was me that would have answered the door, I would have been like, okay, well, thank you very much for getting my dog, but I'm not paying you shit for it. If you want your money, go get it from someone else. And then I would have been called a cop right after that shit. Like, are you kidding me? I'm not about to pay for my dog again. But my roommate, which, yes, I guess I could say thank you, but it's also like, fuck, he really ruined it for me to where I couldn't press charges. Because what he did was go, mind you, this is while I'm out searching for the motherfucker. Then he's out there and he's going, oh, okay, say no more. Takes him to the ATM, gives him $100. $100. Gives this dude $100. And this guy asked for 75, and this guy stole my damn dog. When we ended up figuring all that out, I was like, oh my gosh. Then we ended up telling the cop about it, and the cop said that we could not press charges now because we gave him money. And I'm like, but I didn't do it. And he goes, but it still was like a exchange thing. And so we're not able to press charges on that motherfucker, but the cop said he promised, because like we got like his license and all that stuff. He said he promised he'd ram him up with some tickets and all kinds of shit, but I'm like, whatever. But that was fucking terrible. Long story short, we got him back, and it was terrifying. I'd be surprised if my camera's still recording, because it literally says it has no battery. But I really just wanted to get this story out there for you guys, because I know one of my friends, Trina, which I love you, Trina, so fucking much, she asked about this story. So sorry if it was a little rushed, but it's just my camera, it literally says it's dead right now. I only have like 8% or 10% to finish this shit, and I don't even know if it's still recording, because it literally says it's dead. And if it still is, then my camera's like fucking magic, man. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will be making a video very, very soon about Munchausen syndrome by proxy, because, and if you don't know what it is, have no fear, I will explain it all to you. I just, I'm really into psychology and all kinds of psychological disorders and syndromes and things like that, and this is one I want to start with. And I will give you a little fun fact about Munchausen by proxy. Eminem's mom did that shit. She had Munchausen by syndrome. Proxy? I said Munchausen by syndrome. Whatever. Just know that Eminem's mom is, have this shit. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.